This is your CBS 46 News Update, brought to you by West Shore Home.
Good Wednesday afternoon. I'm Karen Greer. We've got the latest for you on coronavirus here in Georgia. The state reporting 81 new deaths just in the last 24 hours, 2,500 new cases. And the state's getting closer to the 200,000 confirmed cases mark. Nearly 4,000 Georgians have died since the pandemic began. New today, Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms releasing details about the city's ongoing efforts in battling the pandemic and the growing number of cases as students head back to school.
As we get ready to open up our schools in some areas, we know that children can often carry this in an asymptomatic manner, and it spreads very quickly, as what we've seen with the YMCA camp in Georgia. And then the concern about them bringing it back into their household to others who may be more vulnerable, especially our senior population.
Atlanta Public Schools moving that start date back 2 weeks. Now adding more fuel to the debate, should students return to school for in-person instruction? We've learned a Cherokee County second grader's home after testing positive for the coronavirus on the very first day of school. That student at Sixes Elementary appeared fine while at school, but reportedly complained of not feeling well at home. So the parents had the child tested and learned the child had the coronavirus. Now the 20 other children in that classroom and the teacher will quarantine for 2 weeks. The classroom has been temporarily closed for deep cleaning. Funeral arrangements now set for the late Herman Cain. The public viewing for the former presidential candidate and talk show host will be held tomorrow at the Alfonso Dawson Mortuary in Atlanta. The viewing will be from 4 in the afternoon until 7. And then on Friday, family and friends will gather for a very private service at 11 a.m. In lieu of flowers, the family's asking donations be mailed to Antioch Baptist Church North in Atlanta. The 74-year-old died last week. He'd been hospitalized and on a ventilator after testing positive for COVID-19 July 2nd. Only on CBS 46, new concerns: Georgia could lose federal funding after the Census Bureau announces it will stop counting residents a month early, even as response rates are reportedly the lowest because of the coronavirus pandemic. Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms telling me exclusively this early end to counting could cost Georgians big time. Is there a chance that Georgia will be underrepresented and the count won't be accurate?
It's how we get money into our communities. It's how we get dollars for our schools and our roads and our hospitals. This is so important, and it's also how we get representation in Congress. And if I had to guess, that really is what this effort to push an undercount is all about. The Trump administration didn't want our cities and people throughout our communities counted and represented in the way that they deserve to be represented.
So listen up. If you've got your forms, mail them out. Go online. The census is set to stop collecting in-person interviews September 30th. All right, let's get the latest on today's weather right now. Meteorologist Fred Campagna joining us with a nice warm forecast, right?
Yeah, it's going to be hot for days and days to come, Karen, as we are still in the thick of summer here, and we're also watching for some scattered storms this afternoon. They'll be hit and miss, so not everyone will see one. Good idea to download the CBS 46 streaming app and get a look at the pinpoint radar on there. Temperatures in the low 90s this afternoon. Tropics are quiet for now, just that one disturbance with only a 10% chance of becoming a tropical system in the next 5 days, but we're looking for that action to ramp up as we get into the middle of August. Plenty of hot weather coming down the pike here. 92 for a high tomorrow, mid-90s Friday right through the weekend. Right now, it's like the best chance of not seeing any thunderstorms is on Saturday afternoon.
This has been your personal news update from CBS 46 News, brought to you by West Shore Home, Atlanta's one-day bath remodeler.